Hey guys, this is actually yet again, I know I said this on another video. This is take number 2 of this video. The first one had no audio because someone called me during it. But you know what? I love that person to death, so they can call all they want and interrupt videos. But anyway, this is going to be a short video and it's going to be a deviation from my normal video. And if this is your first, allow me to introduce myself. Like Jay-Z said, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Papa Lou. I'm the Broken Prophet. I'm the originator of the Broken Prophecy. The Broken Prophecy has nothing to do with being fragile or being broken as in destroyed. The Broken Prophecy has everything to do with breaking that shell that we build up around ourselves that said, I must act a certain way, I must be a certain way. And these actions and thoughts and behaviors will protect me from judgment from society. But you know what? We're all built different. We're all meant to be exactly who we are meant to be. So who cares what people think and how they act and how they may judge? We will break that shell together and we will spread our wings and we'll fly. But anyway, that's enough of that. You'll learn about that in my first video. Go ahead and check it out. Follow my channel and you'll get to the first video. You see me scratching. I'm not your average spiritual worker, but I will tell you this, guys. Some of you have brought a couple of things to me. This is going to be a very quick video because if you follow me on Instagram, you saw I have a rabbit in the oven that I want to go get to. That's right, I said a rabbit. But you brought a couple of things that I want to address in this video. One of them was a couple of you have come to me either through DM, email, text, and wanted to know how you can go about finding a legitimate practitioner of a particular tradition, be it a diasporic tradition like Hoodoo, or New Orleans Voodoo, an African traditional religion like Palo Mayombe, Haitian Voodoo, Ifa, also known as Yoruba, Lukumi, Santeria. And you want to know, because you become interested, you might have seen videos, you might have watched movies, you might have read blogs, and you're interested and you want to know how to find someone authentic because you know there's a bunch of fakers out here. You know that. Guys, the easiest way that I could tell you is, what do they say in Latin? Caveat emptor, let the buyer beware. I know it's hard out there. I know it is. Because we live in a time when anybody can throw up a website. Anybody can publish a book nowadays. Anybody can throw up a YouTube channel and say these wonderful things, and all of a sudden, boom, they start looking authentic. But that's not always the case. They look that way, but they may not actually be that way, and a few of you will find that out the hard way. One thing I can tell you is do your due diligence. Find out a person's spiritual lineage, especially as we speak about African traditional religions. You know, if you deal in Palo, if you deal in Haitian Voodoo, if you deal in Ifa, Lukumi, you have a spiritual lineage. That person has godparents. That person has initiations, or they should be, or they should. And some people may not feel comfortable about that, but they can tell you some things to let you know where their spiritual lineage comes from. Okay? Now, if they start rattling off that you don't need initiations, and I know there are a lot of people in the community who say that, that can be a red flag. Unless you're talking about a Bokur of Haitian Voodoo, the other traditions are initiatory. Now I know in Ifa you can belong to an Ile and not be initiated, and you can have your warriors and your Elekes and all that stuff, but those warriors are meant to work for you, not for you to be doing work for everybody else. In order to be working for other people, you got to be initiated. Same thing in Palo. Titles. Find out where people are getting these titles from. Especially in the online Hoodoo community, I'm seeing more mamas and papas popping up all over the damn place. I saw one in particular pop up, And I know for a fact this person has no training, but they're advertising services that they're doing for somebody. And I'm like, who in the hell? Let me tell y'all something about these titles. See, the skeleton key with Mama Cecile and Papa Justify has everybody thinking, because they take a notion to start doing hoodoo now because they bought a few books, that they can fashion themselves as Mama this or Papa that. That is not the case. You know, traditionally, y'all, these titles were given you by the community. It was not something that you took onto yourself. I started out just as Lou on the radio down here in Georgia, speaking about hoodoo on the air. But as I did readings, as I got calls coming in, as I got fan mail coming in, people coming down to the station, eventually the community began calling me Papa. When you look at the African traditional religions, the Babalawo means father of the secrets. In short, Baba means father. That's a title that was earned. No Babalawo gives that title to themselves. Same thing in Palomayombe, Tata. Tata means father. That's a title that is earned. No one just says, hey, well, start calling me Tata. I mean, some people might, but they're lying through their fucking teeth. Okay? Tata means father. These are titles that were bestowed. They weren't just given to themselves. Hell, look at the Catholic Church. They call the priest father. He didn't just walk in there, strap on the collar, and say, hey, I'm Father such and such. You know, may the Father, Son, the Holy Spirit be with you and also with you. No. They went through training for that. To be to be a father. Okay? So find out where this person's training comes from. Who trained them? What's their spiritual lineage? Caveat emptor. Let the buyer beware. If you are not willing to do the due diligence, then you will be gotten by a lot of these folks. And I understand you are eager to get started. You want to jump in with both feet, dive head first into the deep end of the pool. But don't complain about being scammed if you are not doing your due diligence. Another thing I want to address, which is the last thing before I close this out, because I'm starting to smell rabbit. Some of you have been brought certain online squabbles to my attention. This one fighting that one fighting this one, this video, that video, this tweet, that tweet, this Facebook post, that Facebook post. And I tell you all the same thing. I don't have a dog in this fight. Okay? As long as two grown men or two grown women have a disagreement, they eventually will squabble about it. Okay? I personally don't engage in online friction, because if I can't get my hands on you, it's no point in me getting upset. You know, if I feel, that violated, I'll either go to my ancestors or I'll go to my Nganga, and we'll handle it that way. But 9.5 times out of 10, online squabbles aren't even worth that. Okay? Now, if someone wants to come down here to Georgia, maybe we'll hit about it. But other than that, it's not even worth it to get into an online beef with someone. But I understand people do it. Again, I don't have a dog in that fight, but if you were to ask my personal opinion, I feel that it weakens our community as a whole. The hoodoo community, the voodoo community, the Palo community, the Ifa community. I feel that it weakens us as a whole, because you don't see these types of things in the Buddhist forums. You don't see two Wiccans going at it. They might, have a little skirmish, but it's like two chickens. They it's the sad fight, to say the least. But when I see two Tatas going at it, when I see two, Hungans, when I see two Bokurs, when I see two Mamas and Papas, authentic ones of hoodoo going at it, it's like watching two pit bulls go at it. It's a vicious and merciless fight. And in the end, two strong combatants are going to walk away, and they're both worse for wear. It tears the community down, and I wish we would not feed into it, because a lot of times these folks are roped into this argument by some third party. A lot of times they are. Look at the comments in some of these videos where you see people battling back and forth, and you will see one person in the comment section that never fails, gassing side A up, telling them side B ain't shit. But then you'll see that same person in side B's video gassing them up saying side A ain't shit. It's that flavor of love mentality that we have got to just cordon away. What's the flavor of love mentality? Okay? That show Flavor of Love, one of those stupid reality shows, is just like Basketball Wives and Real Housewives, has huge ratings. People watch it because of the drama. But at the end, you spend an hour sitting in front of the idiot box. You walked away. You didn't learn anything that you didn't know damn before. You don't know anything more. You haven't been built. You haven't been uplifted. You just killed an hour of your time. But on the side note, the nightly news for your local area has horrible ratings. People do not watch it because the news is on their smartphones. It's everywhere else. No one watches the news anymore, even though it has stock tips, real estate trends. It's got your weather. It's got things you could actually use, but no one watches it because it is not exciting. There's not enough drama. And people in the spiritual community that are not even spiritual people themselves will gas up arguments. It is the spiritual equivalent of some idiot with a camera yelling "World Star" trying to get two people to fight. And we have got to stop buying into it, folks. We've got to stop. We are tearing down this community. We're casting a bad light on everyone, and no one is getting any knowledge out of it. All right. And that's all I've got to say about that. I promise our next video will be on one of two things, and I'll let y'all decide what those two things are going to be. Okay? And we're going to vote right down there in the comment section. It's either going to be a hands-on step-by-step tutorial on making spiritual baths, or it'll be a hands-on step-by-step tutorial on making an altar designed for your own indwelling spirit to bring about abundance and life changes. Okay, I'll let you guys decide what the next video is going to be. Comment down below what your vote is, and we will do the next video not tomorrow, but most likely on Thursday. All right, and I'll set my camera up depending on what your votes are, what your comments are, and we'll do that. All right, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you that spends your 12-13 minutes to listen to me ramble. My contact information, should you want a spiritual reading or consultation, you want to inquire about spiritual work, or maybe you just want to talk, get some things off your chest, questions, comments, concerns about this channel. Maybe you want to find out my spiritual lineage. I'm a 30-year hoodoo worker, because I started very early, like we do down here in the South. I'm also an initiated Tata and Ganga of Palo Mayombe. Okay? Questions about that, feel free to hit me up. You also see my different social media accounts. You can follow me there. Thank you guys again. And let me end with this. This is a new day. It's 12:10 a.m. here in Georgia. This is a brand new day. The previous day, I got an excellent workout in. I ate pretty healthy because y'all know I'm trying to do better about my diet. I made some money, which is always good. I made some networking connections. Great. But it's 12:10 now. It is now 7/12/2017. It's a brand new day. If I sit on my ass all day today, that negates everything that I just did yesterday. It's all about pushing the pace. It's about keeping forward momentum going. Okay? So remember that, guys. It's a new day. Keep your foot on the gas, and let's smash this glass ceiling that they put over us, either through hoodoo or just plain old sweat. Thank y'all for tuning in. Let's all be broken together. Again, I always tell you guys, broken army. You know, follow me, take my hand, we'll jump from the ledge together, and I'll show you all how to fly. Thank you so much.